Everybody, it is Thursday, June 17th, 2010. Let's take a look at some trading ideas for Friday. Tomorrow is options expiration day, so a lot of times the stocks that are in particular near a strike price might not have real good follow through. So we'll talk about that in a moment here when I show you some ideas that I think might be near a strike price of concern, but still just some good ideas to keep an eye on. First up, Bally Technologies. We had mentioned this one yesterday, and some of you might be short, like I said, below this afternoon's lows. And if that's the case, stop up near about 39.10 or so. But I think this stock is back, back into the downward mode. It gapped lower here. It's stuck below that 5-day moving average today, and looks like it ought to be heading down towards that $37 level. So, in particular, if we get some weakness in the market, then this would be a good go-to candidate. IAC, we got stopped out of this one today in IACI, but I really do like the way it looks here. I like the way it recovered on some today on some better than average volume. Average volume is 1.4 million shares today. It did about 1.7 million, and the weekly time frame really looks nice as well. So again, it's tough sometimes to take that stop and then see it turn higher, but it probably really needs to clear this 75-cent level in order to get going higher. But it does look like it's really poised for further upside in just about any time frame you look at. So here's basically this level of resistance that's been here for about the last month and a half, and we've had these bigger pullbacks with these higher lows. So looking like we ought to definitely continue to keep an eye on it. MENT, this Mentor Graphics, it's holding up underneath that breakout point that is just about $9.80. And here's a stock that maybe it runs to 10 and they kind of stick it there for expiration. That is, that it gets stuck near the expiration uh, number. That it what am I trying to say? The strike price. But anyways, Mentor Graphics held that 5-day moving average today. It's kind of just turning sideways here a little bit underneath that bigger level of resistance. It does trade 1.1 million shares a day on average today. It did a little bit less, but when you look at that daily time frame, it's holding up nicely here after this bigger move on Tuesday. So MENT is a good one to keep an eye on. VRX, this is Valiant Pharmaceuticals. It's in a nice uptrend. It's been riding this 50-day moving average. On the weekly time frame, it's just had this real steady uptrend. But here we can see that it's been battling this little level of resistance right here at about 47.5, and it had broken past that area. Now it's just gotten a little bit of pullback, and what you can see here is pretty obvious, is that this little support at 47 got broken today and did offer resistance in the afternoon. Now we have a higher low here, so maybe getting back above this little area in here near that $47 area, that maybe that's where this stock gets that upward momentum. You could even look at something like the 2-day volume weighted average price, which is about 47.05, and anyways, this one does look good to maybe continue higher. PTV. Now here's one that the stock is 29.88. 30 is a big strike price, so maybe this one's not going to get going tomorrow. But it's got a real nice looking weekly chart. It gapped out of this resistance and looks like it's got some room, probably at least up till this $32 level on that weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see it's been it bounced from the 20-day moving average. It's been holding up in this tighten range here on lighter volume recently. Average daily volume in this stock is 2.7 million shares. So on that 10-minute time frame, you can see that it's about $30 a share where we have that resistance, and perhaps clearing 30, it could get going higher tomorrow. A lot of times though, they get stuck at that level, but I would think that it's maybe worth a shot with a stop near about 29.50 or so. MDAS is another one that's right at what's an important strike price of 25. This is one that someone had pointed out to me Monday night in the webinar. I'd forgotten who that was, but anyway, on the monthly time frame, since they've been public, you can see it's created this big cup and handle on that monthly time frame. On the daily or weekly time frame, obviously you can see that as well. Here on the daily, it broke out last week, and it's been holding on really nice since breaking out on big volume, and the volume has been real light in here. So it kind of looks similar to VRX, that it broke the support, and here let's just take a look. So you can see it broke a little bit of support that acted as resistance. So I'm thinking maybe getting back up above 25 bucks a share, the MDAS could be a good upside mover. The last one we'll take a look at is a short candidate, and that is Genco Shipping and Trading. So GNK is the symbol. You look at this one on the monthly or weekly rather, you can see it broke down below this bigger level of support and looks to still be in trouble. It's below the declining 10, 20, and 50-day moving average. In fact, that 10-day moving average seems to be holding as resistance. We had the stock decline on big volume. The volume's been diminishing here on this rally. So we look at that 10-minute time frame and we see the slightly lower high and a break of this pattern of higher highs and higher lows. So we have here a lower high and now a lower low today below that 5-day moving average. So maybe breaking this little range here, the lows of the last 3 days or so at about this 1635 area is where this one could get moving to the downside and stop maybe up near about 1660, 1665. So those are all watch list ideas for tomorrow. We do have 2 open positions. We've got a third of a position open in Newmont Mining, and we've got a full position open in Humana right now.